So, literacy is defined as the ability to read and write. In other words, the ability to communicate. My literacy has been influenced by many as I've grown up, and it has changed throughout time, from elementary to now. It has improved in so many ways. So when I think of a sponsor, I immediately think of YouTube and like companies sponsoring other companies for like money and advertising. But sponsor can also mean like someone being a mentor and being there like a support system. What is literacy to you?
Literacy to me, I think it's the language and like the way we speak to each other. So then it's like overall like the whole context we get from like the way we read and write.
What is a sponsor?
A sponsor is someone who like guides you and like kind of basically like helps you like get to where you want to go. So like, you know, they can help you with like anything you need.
Who is a sponsor to you?
A sponsor to me could be like my mom or my dad. It could be you know, my friend. Or it could be like a professor, someone who's like, you know, willing to help me with whatever I need. And then obviously like I could be a sponsor to someone else, like it's vice versa.
What is literacy?
Literacy is like the knowledge you have in a specific area. For example, my literacy is in political science because that's my major, so that's like all I know about pretty much.
What is a sponsor?
Sponsor is like a mentor, somebody who leads you through.
Okay. Who is a sponsor to you?
Well, depending on my major, like somebody I like look up to, like Barack Obama, you know, Hillary Clinton, congressmen. My mom could be one too, but I could be one too, right? When I grew up.
To yourself?
No, to
A
other
sponsor
people.
to you? Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be a sponsor to somebody else when I'm a congresswoman.
To me.
To you, I'm your sponsor because
Oh
you're
my
you're my little sponsors.
What is literacy?
Literacy is the ability to read and write. Yeah.
What is a sponsor?
A sponsor to me is basically someone or something that supports you in what you do.
Who is a sponsor to you?
A sponsor to me would have to be my friends, family, and anybody else that supports me, I guess.
Describe literacy in social media versus school.
I think within social media, I think you have to basically like portray yourself a certain way because you want to like create a certain persona for yourself for social media. And then for like school, I feel like you should be like more professional. It's like you have to like, you know, maintain like your grades and like, you know, academic, you know, language, you know.
What is language in school versus in social media like or different?
Well, I feel like we're more formal, like in a social setting, and like in social media, we're like more like funny and stuff like that. Like in Twitter, like they're using like double saying one word, like oh we talking. That's like something we use, but we wouldn't say that in like a formal like setting or for school, you know.
Can you describe the difference between language in school versus video games?
Yeah, and in video games they use a certain type of vernacular, like kind of more simplistic, like shortened abbreviations almost, kind of like GG as in like game and stuff like that. While in school, you're having to complete full sentences, and you're not gonna use any abbreviations.